within a cell that we will create it here. I'm clicking here once again, insert, column chart, data range, again same data, analog watch, 16, 17 and 18, enter, enter. Got it, right? So again, this is a bar chart. You can see the bar chart here. 2016, you have a sale. 2017, you have a sale. 2018, but you have a very higher sales. To make it more visualized, to make it more readable, I'm just enabling an option in Sparkline Tools. The moment you click inside this chart, you have a Sparkline tool that pops up here. Now I'm clicking highlight only high point. And there is an option here, show highlight only high point in the menu. And then I'm just dragging. I'm just dragging. Now look at your, isn't it not a perfect sales report to represent or to present it to your management? Of course it is. Okay, it gives you a very clear-cut explanation of how your product have performed in all those years and with a very simple sales performance analysis. That's it. This is a simple sales report that we have created. This is how the marketing people are supposed to create a report. Maybe every company have their own formats, but this is my understanding of creating a report. Now you have created a simple sales report, and now you will create further sales reports with a different understanding. Okay, again I'm going to create a pivot table. How am I going to create a pivot table? There is a, yes. How am I going to create a pivot table? When you want to create a pivot table, go to your data source. Anywhere you are, go to your data source. Click anywhere inside your data. Click anywhere inside your data and then insert pivot table. This is an option. Insert pivot table. Otherwise, Alt N and V. Alt N and V. It creates a, it gives a pivot table dialog box. Okay. Create pivot table in the existing worksheet. I am clicking show values as. I am clicking show values as. Okay. So I have created a second pivot table. You can see pivot table number 2. Every pivot tables are numbered. In case if you want to alter this pivot table or rename, straight away you can go to the menu, analyze. You can see the pivot table here. See, whenever a new thing is created in your Excel sheet, you can see it in your menu. Any pop-up menus are added. Okay. So what is it we are going to do here now? Very simple. Sorry. Sorry. I am supposed to create this pivot table in summarize values. Sorry, I'm supposed to create this pivot table in summarize values. The second sheet, instead I have created in show values as, right. So pivot table number 2. What we are going to do it here? See, again the same thing. Okay, I'm dragging and dropping products in rows, dragging and dropping sales in values, dragging and dropping region. I am dragging and dropping region under products. You can see what are the regions that are available here. There is a question here. If possible, how to create pivot table at the end again? Other options in pivot table is okay. I don't understand the question exactly. Can you reframe the question, Mr. Navneet Krishna? Right. Till then we'll go it here. Okay. See, there is an year here. So we have drag and drop products, region, year, and sales here. Now, is it possible to filter one particular year? We don't need 2016. We don't need 2017. We need only the latest year for the purpose of this analysis. Yes, we can do. There is an option that is called as column labels. When you click the column labels in your pivot table, you can see all the years that are listed out. I am checking only 2018 and clicking OK. I'm checking only 2018 and clicking OK. I am removing the grand total. Right click on the grand total, remove grand total. So the grand total is also removed. So there is a question from Mr. Navneet Krishna that how to create a pivot table. Sir, I'll once again repeat it when I am creating a pivot table for the next sheet, sir. Right now, I have created a pivot table with only 1 year. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is like, we are going to find out how many orders per region that these people have taken, orders per region and average sales per region. Okay, that we are going to find it out for a year that is called as 2018. For that, I am dragging and dropping. There is already a sales here. I am dragging and dropping the sales, second sales, dragging and dropping the third sales into values. There are 3 sales. I'm dragging and dropping 3 sales into a single area that is called as a value area, value quadrant. I am going to, I have drag and drop this. Now, there is an, now what you're going to do is like, go to the pivot table fields and the values area. There is an, you have sum of sales and second sum of sales and third sum of sales. I'm clicking the second sum of sales. The moment you click the second sum of sales, you have a pop-up menu, that is pop-up, and then you can see value field settings. I'm clicking value field settings. You can see we have already a column that is named as sum of sales. Now we are going to rename this column as count of orders. And summarize value field by count. Just count. Click count, and I am changing the header as count of orders and clicking OK. Count of orders, I'm clicking OK. Since this is a data that is manipulated and created for this particular purpose, you have an even number of data. So you have 12 orders in each region: Delhi, Karnataka, Rajasthan, and Tamil Nadu. You have 12 orders. Altogether, you have 48 orders. So there is some pattern in it. So you ignore this. Okay. And then third sum of sales. I'm clicking third sum of sales, getting into value field settings and changing to average. I'm renaming it as average sales. Okay. Click OK. Average sales and click OK. So this is average sales for each year. This is an average sales for each year. Okay, right? I'll do some more cosmetic touch up for this particular data. See, there's an average sales here. We don't see, you can see the improper arrangement of decimals in the area. How we are going to make it as a similar? Okay, just one decimal. Just 2 decimals and 1,000 format. You know the 1,000 format here. Ones, tens, thousands. In India, we used to have a 1,000 format. Ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. We'll be using it. You have a shortcut key in Excel that is called as Control Shift and 1. Control Shift and 1. You can see the moment you press Control Shift and 1, automatically your data will have a 1,000 separator along with 2 decimal points. Okay. So your average sales is converted to be like this, and I don't need a subtotal. I'm removing the subtotals. Okay. I'm removing the subtotals. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is like one more cosmetic arrangement, one more visual that I'm going to give it to your data, give it to our data. What cosmetic arrangement now? See that I'm going to select this data. There is an option in home menu that is called as conditional formatting. In home menu in Excel, we call it as a conditional formatting. Conditional formatting, you can see color scales. There is an option that is called as a color scales. Higher the value, you get green.